again from a sold-out Wallace Wade Stadium. It's the first Saturday of fall, and as the Blue Devils take the field, we are set for the 111th meeting between Duke and Carolina. It's a series that began all the way back in 1888 and 1948. The two head cheerleaders at the two schools said, we got to have something to play for. Brought a victory bell into the mix. It has been going back and forth ever since. There is a lot of reminiscing going on this weekend. It is homecoming. We're also celebrating the centennial anniversary of the university. And today the Blue Devils looking to write their own little piece of history against the Tar Heels. With 6:01 to go in the third. See if Murphy can respond. Here's a shotgun snap. Looking downfield, has time, goes to the check down star. Thomas on the left. 30, 25, down the sideline. Thomas, touchdown! What a run! And the Blue Devils are in the end zone. Murphy from the shotgun takes the snap, deep drop, has time, loads the cannon, launches it for more. On the right, he's got it at the Tar Heel 29-yard line. What a catch by Jordan Moore. Here's the snap. It's Star Thomas, cuts right. Touchdown! Star Thomas into the end zone. And it's 20-13 with the extra point to come. From the shotgun, here's the snap. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones, a first down and more. 10, 5, touchdown! They've tied the game with 5:43 to go in the quarter. It's 20-20 in the fourth. Here comes Polino for the lead. Here's the snap. They bring a little bit extra help. It's Stinson. He throws. Batted. Intercepted. Picked off. It's Trey Freeman. And the Blue Devils take over with 25 seconds to go. Up 21-20. And they got their arms reaching for that bell.
You got to give credit to Manny Diaz, Jonathan Packey, the defensive coordinator, willing to bring pressure when the game's on the line. They bring a blitz. It's Stinson, number 2, the safety, right up the middle. And it heats up Criswell to where he lobs it up, and Freeman can come up with the pick and the play of the day.
Coach called a good blitz. Jalen Stinson came free, hit him, and I just saw the ball up in the air, and I'm just like, I got to catch it. And then the joy I felt just after catching that is just something I'll never forget. It just finally getting over that hump for me since I've been here. It was awesome to do.
And the Blue Devils have beaten the Tar Heels as the students pour onto the field. 21-20 the final score, and the victory bell is headed home.
You get blessed to do this for a long time, but there are some nights where you do recognize that this is a unique moment. Games like that just don't come around all that often. And, you know, you had the sense that we had a chance to make it happen, and you don't know if we're going to get close and not do it. And to see it across the finish line was a great measure of joy.
We were here about an hour and a half ago. And what did we say? We said we had the ability to do something special if we just believed. I'm just telling y'all, what y'all just did, you will never forget the rest of your life. The rest of your life. And if we'd have played one more quarter, we'd have beat them by 30. I'm so in awe of you guys. You were amazing on the sideline. You support each other. You believed. And once it got rolling, there was only one winner of that game. It was just a matter of how is it going to happen. So freaking proud of you guys.
Well, certainly the comeback is legendary. The poise our team had at halftime and just went to work in the third quarter. But I will certainly never forget the last play. And just seeing the expression on our players' faces in the locker room afterwards, and just the sheer delight of the ones, whether that was their first rivalry game or their last, to be a part of a win like that is a moment no one will ever forget.
I think really just a self-reflection on ourselves. Like Coach Diaz had to remind us in the locker room, like this is what we do. We're fine. We came out that second half calm, cool, and collected. We knew what we had to do, and we just played us. I think, you know, those kind of rivalry games, everybody can be kind of hyped up. We might have, you know, had a little bit of jitters, you know, like little tiny things we missed up in the first half that, you know, caused us to go down. But we came out, we played our game, and that's Duke football. So
coming into the game, like I knew how important it was to the university and like how important it was to Durham. Like, but like the coach say, like it's another game, but it ain't another game. Like it's an important game to the university. It's an important game to Durham. Like this is something that we really want to come out with. Like they've been talking about the last 6 years we've been losing. So we was like, why not make it this year? We come in and get it.
It was about the line of scrimmage, you know, and that's kind of how we talked about the game beforehand, right? It'll feel different than a normal game beforehand. It'll feel different afterwards, which it certainly did. But during the game, it's just football, and we got back to doing football well, right? We stopped the run, we ran the ball, we were great in the red zone, and lo and behold, we turned the game around. I think it always comes to the play the next play mentality, right? That no matter what happened, we don't control what has happened in the past, no, but we are in complete control of what happens next. And you know, preaching that every day, as I mentioned, the things it takes to win a game like that, you can't learn in 1 week. That has to be something that's a part of your program 365 days out of the year.
I think Coach Diaz, since day one of really spring ball and fall camp this fall, he's just preached play the next play, play the next play. So whether, you know, it's a huge bomb for a touchdown or, you know, we give a TFL or sack, it's just playing the next play. So, and that also goes for not just plays, but for drives, for games. So, you know, I think if you work so hard in the off season to have a good season, and you know, we didn't come here to go 5-0. No one remembers who was 5-0 after week 5 last year, right? So we're always just focused on going 1-0 every week, and like Coach Diaz always says, just playing the next play.
That's what happens in college football, is that every game you win, the next game becomes bigger. So we have to enjoy the heck out of that. You have to use the 24-hour rule, and when it's over, it's over. And we need our full attention on Georgia Tech because they are the most complete team we've played so far this year.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade. It fuels the best because it is the best. By Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. And by Coke Zero Sugar. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
And to handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. This is the next generation of built Ford tough. See your Ford dealer today and celebrate leadership with special offers on Ford F-Series.
Duke Football 360 with Dave Harding, presented by Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires.
Coach, we've all been waiting to break down plays from the North Carolina win. What a game.
What a comeback.
What a
right?
comeback.
And really want to have this be the anatomy of a comeback and how it happens. And first is this shot right here, the scoreboard. And we tell our guys all the time the scoreboard's a liar. The only thing on the scoreboard that tells the truth is this number right here, the time. Because as long as there's still a clock ticking, we still got a game to play, right? And the way you come down from 20 points down, There's no 21-point touchdowns. So it's a lot of little plays done well, and you start stacking little small wins over small wins, and we find out that equals a big win. So here's a drive. This is the first time our offense has the ball in the third quarter, and we're really getting the run game going. Got some great blocks right here, pushing guys off the ball. Great job by Javon Harvey in the back end, and Star Thomas getting loose. And this is really going to be the story of the second half for us on offense, just doing a great job running the football. And again, a great job by Craycraft, comes back, gets the linebacker. Look at this giant hole. The safety's there. Boom, we put the hat on the safety. Corner misses a tackle, and off we go. But it's not going to be perfect. So watch. Now we've got a 2nd and long. We get a penalty on us, right? So it never the battle cry. We didn't have to play perfect. We just had to keep stacking wins. And then 2nd down and long. Nobody's open down the field, so Malik just shoots it out there to Star. And a key block right here. Jontavius Robinson just gets a little bit on the corner right there. Allows Star to get the edge. And all of a sudden, it's not a 20-point game anymore.
Can you talk a bit about Malik and his understanding and going to the check down there? I know we're aggressive offense. We want to take shots down the field. That takes some discipline.
It's actually his 5th read on this play, right? It starts here in the boundary. You can see right now they're 3 over 2, so this doesn't look good, right? Then he's thinking over the middle of the field. Not so sure about that. That window is closed, so this is actually the 5th read to come back. So to go through the progression means he's understanding the concept, but also means he's getting great protection from our offensive line. So now we've got a touchdown, right? So now it's up to the defense, a 3rd down and 2, right? And a key play in this game, now that we're getting momentum, okay, is we're just playing man coverage, and he's trying to get the football to this guy right here on the slant. This is Kamari Robinson in great coverage, but look, he's got help. Okay, that's Ozzie Nicholas. These are the things you don't see because that takes the quarterback off the first look, and now I'm going to go to the end zone copy because Ryan Smith gets a sack, but Aaron Hall's got a great pass rush right there. And Aaron wins to get the quarterback off the spot, and then Ryan puts him down. So 4 guys, Kamari with the coverage, Ozzie with the help, Aaron with the pressure, and Ryan gets him on the ground.
It was lockdown coverage everywhere else, too. There's nowhere to go.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
So now they have to punt. So now we got the football again, all right, and then we go right back to work, okay? And sometimes you do get a chance to have your best players make a great play. And again, great protection from Malik. He looks the safety this way first. You know they finally left Jordan Moore one-on-one. And away we go. High and outside, just like we coach, gives Jordan a chance to make a play, and this is just an elite player being an elite player.
I loved looking along the sideline, too. When that elite player, and Jordan Moore, goes up and makes a play, the reaction and the energy that injects into the rest of the team.
The sideline in the stadium, because you could feel it, and our guys could feel the energy of the stadium. You can kind of mention things are starting to change in the game, and we're starting to get rolling a little bit. But we still don't play perfect. It's still a 4th and 1, and we're still down by 13. And again, that clock is still running, but it's it's getting smaller those seconds, right? And another great job, a great run here by Star Thomas, just shooting in there and carrying defenders back for a 2 or 3 yard gain when yards were required. Big time play in this game.
I thought this was exceptional too. The offensive line played really well. Not the best play from the offensive line, and in terms of some guys not necessarily being where they'd like to be, and Star makes up for it with his determination and physicality in the run game.
Sometimes you got to put your pads down, you understand the situation, you just got to make it happen on your own. That's what Star did on that play.
Coach, a lot going on in this game. We got plenty that we can break down. We're going to take a quick break, come back, and we'll break down the final minutes of this game.
Pro-level performance at work and at home. Right now, save $50 on the BGA 57 battery blower. Real steel. Find yours.
Celebrate the moments that matter with a beautiful piece of jewelry or a luxury timepiece from Reed's. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
It's bow time.
It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football.
Crispy.
Will you accept this leg?
And everything that's not.
Because it doesn't matter where you tailgate, with crispy hand-breaded chicken and scratch-made biscuits.
It's her!
You're not just tailgating, you're tailgating like a legend.
It's bow time. Head to Bojangles and grab your tailgate box today.
Duke's new century cries out for a university where the drive to discover is not hemmed by disciplinary logics, where philosophers work side by side with physicians and physicists, where nurses find inspiration in narrative theory, where mechanical engineers team up with marine biologists or musicians. I believe Duke will continue to be that university, together.
We're still down 20-7, top of the fourth quarter. Coach, things get interesting here.
Yeah, and it's fun. We got first down and goal at the 2, and this is where you're going to trust your big people, right? Stars gotten hot. We've kind of talked about that. Very similar run that we saw on fourth down. And again, look at the movement. Justin Pickett drives his guy in the end zone. Nicky Dalmolin's got his guy in the end zone. They have 9 guys around the box, and none of them touch Star Thomas. And all of a sudden, remember that scoreboard, it's changed. Still a lot of time left, and it's a 6-point game. And the stadium is into it. The momentum is into it. The bench is into it. And now we just got to keep stacking wins, right? Job's not done yet. So how do we do it? You have great special teams, right? And I really want to show this unit right here. Our kickoff coverage team did a great job all night, as they've done all year. Tyler Degansky with great hang time. This is Dawson Andrew, boom, knocking into guys. Montrez Smith, a true freshman, making the guys spin out of a play right here. This is another true freshman, Tyshawn Reed, throws his guy on the ground. Bang, we make a tackle inside the 20-yard line. What does that do? More momentum, gets the defense excited to take the field. You can see the energy and the juice. Yeah. That gives a guy like Trey Freeman and Kendi Charles.
All
yeah, they're ready
up.
to go. And this is how offense feeds special teams, feeds defense, which was a really key in the game. And then go right back to special teams. 4th and 20, we've blocked a punt. And guess what? That punter, he knows that, right? So all of a sudden he blocks a punt. This time we're not rushing the punt, but he doesn't know that, and he punts it out of bounds. It's a 20-yard punt, which gives our offense great field position, all right? And this is how the story goes. Oh, no, another setback, a penalty on the first play. It's 1st and 20. Well, just keep stacking small wins. And we go back to Star Thomas on a quick swing screen. Brian Parker does a great job getting the first block set, and now it's just determination. We always feel like the best tackling team has a chance to win. The Stars doing a great job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 missed tackles on that play just because he's just, being relentless. And this is the will to win that I thought really showed for our guys here in the fourth quarter of this game. So what did that set up? That sets up 2 plays later on 2nd and 4. And now, again, that offensive line just doing a fantastic job. And there goes Star. Whoop, makes a couple guys miss. And I want to highlight again, Jordan Moore. We saw the big play, right? Watch this effort right here. Blocks one, blocks another one. Yeah. Blocks his man, look, sends his guy almost all the way out of bounds. Big time effort from guys like that.
That jump cut by Star Thomas, that's elite stuff. Once he gets through the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal. Really, really good. And again, we're doing a great job on the double team right here on an outstanding football player. Krings is winning in his matchup, and that's what we want to do. We can get our guys to the second level, guys like Star, like that cut you mentioned right there, whoop, and have a chance to really make some big time things happen. And there's Jordan just straining, and that's where we're getting stronger. Now, how blessed are we that when Star comes over to get a drink, you can put in a guy like Peyton Jones who's getting better and better every week. And this is the play, right? And this is where you see the tempo is taking a toll on their guys. And again, the offensive line's got everybody locked up. And you see from this camera angle right here, a nice hole right here for Star to run through.
I thought the identification here by Craycraft and Pickett to pick up that battery cross, the 2 linebackers blitzing up the middle, that's hard to navigate as an offensive line.
That's exactly right. That's why they're running it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so to be able to pick that up and get a hole, and then what are we talking about again? Getting our running backs on second level defenders. And look, it's hard to make open field tackles. This is what college football is all about. Great cut right there from Peyton Jones, and he's got the juice. So now we have the lead. Polino comes in, makes the extra point. We've got the lead, but the job's still not done because the clock's still not at 0, right? This is still not matter. This is what matters right here, right? And so now you have a chance on defense to make some things happen. They get the ball almost at midfield, right? And VJ Anthony, boom, great job on the counter play. Upfield, hard to block, makes a tackle in the backfield, right?
And the guard has no chance.
No chance on that. And that's just his quickness.
Just pulling guard.
Cutting it loose, making things happen, right? Kenny Charles being disruptive on the inside, just guys making things happen. And that puts them in a 3rd down and long. And we did a great job in man coverage you mentioned earlier. And we got a little stunt game right here. And so Wes Williams off the backside, Cam Bergeron wrapping up inside, 2 guys hitting the quarterback, but really nowhere to throw the ball to. We got the double team in the middle of the field where he wanted to go with the ball. And guess what? They're off the field again. So now it's 4-minute offense. Right now we've got to run the clock out. And again, this is where Star Thomas and our offensive linemen were just phenomenal. You know, they got to use their timeouts because we're able to get a first down. Eli Pankel comes in here and covers up the safety, which leaves a corner as a free hitter. Star makes him miss. And watch the effort right now in this picture right here. He got to get to that line for the first down. Keeps his feet running, and look at his buddy. Look at his offensive lineman, guys.
Got 4 O-linemen coming in there.
That's an O-lineman's dream.
It is.
But remember, we did this once before, right? And that understanding how we did this in the Connecticut game and won a game on our terms. We do have to punt the ball, though, on 4th and 1, right? How about this guy, Cade Reynolds?
Oh, my goodness.
Right? So many small wins, though, right? And these are all the plays that you just couldn't talk about the game without talking about all these plays. Guys got to catch the ball at the 5-yard line, but look, we've got him completely surrounded. So if you let it go, it might have been at the 1-yard line. So no great choices. They got to go the length of the field, and ultimately that sets up the last play right here I'm going to show, which is a great play call by Jonathan Packey. We had not run this blitz all game. We're going to bring 2 safeties right here. They've got the one running back who's got to block both. That's impossible. One of the guys comes in free. Quarterback's in trouble. Can't finish his throw. And Trey Freeman is there to seal the deal.
Coach, breaking down this play a little bit more, you'd think bringing 2 safeties means you have to go man coverage across the board, but you end up only bringing 5 players along the line of scrimmage and are able to bail some out to where you're not rolling the dice completely. A great blitz to get hats where their linemen aren't.
That's exactly right. And we're avoiding the zone furthest away from the quarterback, trying to keep the ball in bounds right here in a 2-minute situation. But again, we have zone eyes on the quarterback, so we're not in a risky defense right here. But by lining up these 5 guys makes the offensive linemen want to block them ahead of time. And then so once they slide to these guys who are actually pass droppers, that allows us to get a numerical advantage and ultimately will end up being the crowning moment, and a moment that I know I'll never forget, and anybody who was in Wallace Way that night will certainly never forget.
Absolutely. Preparation, meeting opportunities. Blue Devils were ready for the moment and to fight back.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
Turn up the heat on the competition this season with CPI Security, proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
And they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
Hear live, out-of-market play-by-play this year with the Varsity Network app. In a truly unique listening experience, capture every moment and all of the drama. Powered by Learfield, the Varsity app delivers the soundtrack of your favorite teams. Access live and on-demand audio broadcasts, plus over 100 official school podcasts for free through the Varsity app. Download the Varsity Network app today.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
Here's a snap. Give it to Thomas. Straight ahead. Steps to the right. He's got a first down and more. Down the right sideline, 30. And out of bounds at the 25-yard line. I think we found a star here in the fourth quarter.
How do you keep the ball out of his hands? Feed him. Feed the star.
I always say this, there's two things that every player immediately respects, and that's work ethic and toughness. There's a lot of guys that are talented, but players want to see beyond your talent. You know, God gave you talent. Your work ethic and your toughness, those are your choices. And when you have so many new people coming into a team, that's the concern, right? That are they made of the same character traits that our guys here at Duke are made out of? And I think that's why Stars fit in so well. He really is one of the guys, and he shows a toughness that is befitting of Duke.
I love the culture here. Like, the coaches all work hard. Dogs, like everybody here, dogs. Like, we know we're not the most talented team. We know we're not the, you know what I'm saying, the best team going into a game. But we gonna our goal is to outwork every team, and you know what I'm saying. Like, see how far can they go with us. Like, we know we in good shape. Our goal is to see if they in shape and see if, you know what I'm saying. Cause we know we can't match up with every team, like, talent-wise. But we just gotta stay in and stay focused and keep going hard.
He's done a great job. I mean, Star's a great player, and he's a great teammate. I mean, he's really done a good job of being vocal, especially these past couple of weeks, and talking with the O-line, talking with the quarterbacks, receivers, whatever it is. And you know, Star plays with a lot of effort. I talked about it a little bit last week, but you know, in the Middle Tennessee game, Star didn't get the handoff on one play and ran 20 yards down the field to block a spot screen for Samir, which is, you know, that's pretty rare. So I'm really happy to see him having the success that he has, and I'm not surprised at all. I mean, he works his tail off. He worked hard all summer, and he's a great player. It's you know, it's not like he came here never playing football before. He played some really good football before here, and you know, I'm not surprised to see him stepping up, doing great. But you know, I love playing with Star, and I can't say enough about him as a teammate and as a person.
Star was, when his name went in the portal and we were able to go through his film, we thought he added an element to our offense that would be useful and needed. We needed age in the running back room. You know, an older player who had a high volume of carries in college. And really, we had Jaquez and talented young guys who just hadn't done it in games yet. And I think he's done all the things we hoped for and so much more. I think his toughness and how he runs when he gets out in the secondary really inspires our entire football team.
Gonna keep it on the ground. Through the left side, Thomas has a first down. He'll take it inside the 5 and slide down to put a capper on it here at Wallace Wade Stadium.
He has been the star